Welcome to the Cryptonomatron. Today's ICO review is on Assetron Energy. So what is Assetron Energy? They want to revolutionize the global energy market through cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, and also provide the ability for anyone in the world to finance their own renewable energy assets. So in essence, they want to have a platform on the blockchain that people can co-invest in new and existing energy assets and increase renewable energy usage worldwide. They're Australia based and they are currently working to build a solar plant, which is very interesting. So who are their competitors in this ICO space? First off, the most established one is SolarCoin. There's also Energy Coin, which I know little about. Power Ledger, the most recent ICO success, another Australian company but based in Western Australia. And WePower, and they will have their ICO in January. So what are the problems that they intend to solve? Well, first off, not everyone has the money, space or opportunity to build a solar power system. And investment in renewable energies is limited to people that already have high capital. And finally, it involves a lot of legwork legally and logistically. So there are a few existing opportunities for co-investment into the renewable energy space. Also, if you do find a co-investment opportunity, your profits may be required to run the investment itself. For example, you may have to pay for public company setups, trust fees, administration fees, local, state and federal taxing, etc. So what are the aims of Assetron Energy then? Well, they want to develop a decentralized investment platform that will allow anybody that owns the Assetron tokens to invest into upcoming energy projects. But it's a little bit more than that. They want to utilize the blockchain technology, obviously, to do this. And they want to allow anyone in the world to co-invest into a variety of renewable energy projects. So it will utilize its own cryptocurrency called the Assetron or Assetron Token. And that will enable commercial, residential and community energy consumers and give them the ability to finance their renewable energy projects, whether it is in solar, wind, hydro or other clean energy resource. Now, if you're a commercial or a residential house owner, for example, and you don't have the funding to build your own solar power, put your own solar powers on panels on your roof, then you can go to Assetron and ask them for a loan, if you like, or investment, and they will advertise your prospective investment opportunity to the token holders, the investors, if you like, and then the investors can choose to allocate their Assetron tokens towards your project. Now, as I've said, the projects can be commercial in nature, residential. It could be a man just wanting to run his hot shower off the solar power, and it can be community energy as well. So if you've got a little village or something that they want to be totally dependent on renewable energy and off the grid, if you like, then that can be done as well. But all these projects in renewables require financing, and the only way they can do this is either through loans from a bank, government grants, or projects like this, crowdfunding. So that's what they're intending to do, and it also means that the investors themselves will profit, as we'll see. So they will distribute a fee to the investors that allocate the Assetron tokens they own to the projects, and that will give the end users, the people that are eventually going to own the asset, the lower power costs throughout its life. And as I said, they will allow the end users to eventually inherit the system that's been built. This will also give investors a capital repayment reward and profit share for a fixed contract period. So they will get a portion of the a capital repayment once it's all paid off, and they will also get a share for a period of time that the Assetron tokens are allocated to the project. And ultimately, they want to increase renewable energy usage per capita, which is a very good thing. They also want to build a fully functional commercial solar power plant. Now, that seems quite ambitious, but they do have a reason for this. They want to use the solar power plant to fund the ongoing costs of the project. So the solar power plant, the power will be sold, and the profits, therefore, will go back into Assetron Energy to keep the project going. So very interesting so far. So to sum up the proposition, they're going to hold an ICO to fund the recruitment of further team members and to build the solar plant. The solar power plant will then fund the venture as its ongoing cost. A web UI will be a portal to connect online, so you can have an investment portal, and investments can be made on the portal to various renewable projects that are selected by the team. So what is the web UI? Well, it will be a desktop interface or a mobile interface that can be accessed through a web browser. It will be fully compatible with all devices eventually, and it will be connected to the Waves blockchain. So they're not using Ethereum or ERC20 tokens on this, they're using Waves, which is interesting. And it will have the functionality to display and transact with the Assetron tokens. So you'll be able to allocate your tokens to a project, see the profits, etc., etc. And here is an example that was on the website of the interface here, the dashboard, if you like. Now, I believe they don't have a working demo at the moment, and it will start to be built next year, early next year. But as you can see here, this is what they intend to do. They want to have the project that you're invested in, all the information about the project, statistics, etc. is on this project page here, and you will be able to see your investment, your returns, etc. And there also will be the latest investments that they offer to you to invest in as an investor if you hold the tokens, and this is what the page will hopefully look like. So there are three main investment types here. As I mentioned earlier, there will be residential, which is people just wanting to come off the grid or add additional solar or even wind, in fact, power to reduce their overall electricity costs. There will be commercial ventures, so power plants, people that are going to sell on the power that they generate, and also community, which will be groups of people or villages or towns that want to either get off the grid completely or again reduce their electricity costs. So the Assetron token itself, the token is an asset on the Waves platform, and the Waves platform features a built-in decentralized exchange, so you can exchange your tokens very quickly for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and I think there's a few other options in there as well. The project tokens will be issued for individual projects. So once you invest your Assetron tokens into a project, there will be another token created for that particular project that will be used only for that project itself. So a little bit of details about the ICO and token metrics. There will be an estimated price of 4 cents USD when the tokens hit exchanges eventually, and they've indicated they want to be listed on all the major exchanges. So that's a good sign, showing a little bit of ambition there. There will be a circulatory supply of 600 million Assetron, which is fairly high. But again, remember guys, this is a utility token, so there is a use. It's not just a coin, where if it was a coin, then you'd expect the circulatory supply to be a lot lower, but utility tokens need quite a high volume. There will be an estimated $24 million market cap. There will be a total supply of 1 billion Assetron, and again, it's a utility token, so it needs to be high. There will be a bounty campaign allocation of 10 million Assetron, and a team distribution of 150 million Assetron. And we can see the breakdown here, the way it works. We have the team getting 15%, 1% is allocated to the bounty campaign, 24% held in reserve for escrow, and 60% in the token sale itself. And there was a 75 million pre-ICO limit as well, pre-sale ICO limit as well, which I don't know if they met or not. So they may launch a second ICO if all tokens remain unsold. They have 5 tier levels from pre-sale through ICO, getting more expensive as time goes on. So ideally get in as early as you possibly can. The team tokens will be locked for a minimum of 6 to 18 months. The token sale is currently underway as of today, which is 24th of November 2017. They do require a Waves wallet. Very easy to download a Waves wallet. Just go to the link in the description below and click on it and sign up. Very simple. Remember to keep your private keys hidden carefully. And payments can be made in Waves themselves, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and also in fiat currencies, pounds, dollars, Aussie dollars, euro, and of course, PayPal. Yuck, yuck. There is a bounty campaign, as I mentioned. It's quite generous. You and the referee that you refer get 20% bonus on your token purchase. So if you are going to purchase, you are going to get into this ICO after reading this or listening to this review, please go below, get my Waves address and paste it into the section that says referrer's Waves address. And here are the periods in the ICO, including the pre-ICO, which tokens sold at 2.5 cents. They then increased to 3 cents in week 1, which I believe we're currently still in. Week 2 next week will be 3.4 cents, then week 3, 3.8, and then week 4 finally rising to 4 cents. So it's best to get in early if you're going to purchase. So let's look at the roadmap. Where are they going and when are they going to do it? So already in the 1st of March, they had the inception of the company, followed by the team being established on the 15th of March. And later that month, the project team leads were assigned to the different tasks. 1st of April, the platform BRD and technical specifications were completed. In July 2017, they scouted some solar farm sites. Now you can go to the white paper and they actually list the sites that they've inspected. I have been involved in solar site inspections before, and one of my colleagues does them. And so I understand the complexities. A lot of travel, a lot of time is necessary, so you have to dedicate. So it shows a commitment on behalf of the team to getting this off the ground. On 6th of November, they had the pre-sale. And 20th of November, the ICO started. 20th of December, the ICO will end. And in January 2018, they will select the solar farm site finally. Also in January 2018, they will start to recruit additional developers. Later on in January 2018, the solar farm document submission to the governing bodies to make sure they get permission to go ahead with the construction. And Australia is quite strict on this, so they'll need to have all their ducks in a row. February 2018, investment platform development commencement. So they will start to actually build the software in February 2018, so they don't yet have a working product. In March 2018, the solar farm construction will begin. In April 2018, the first alpha version of the application release. I think they got this mixed up because then it says in June 2018, the beta version release. So I think we can put that, swap that round, where they will have the beta first, then the alpha. Perhaps not. Oh no, that is correct. Sorry, what am I saying? So July, August 2018, they will have peer investment platform, and that will go live. And late September 2018, they will have integration of a solar farm with the application. So that is ultimately when it's all going to start to happen. and October 2018 they will start new asset construction project commencement. So any of the projects that you want to invest in should be around October 2018, you'll be able to do that. In December 2018, the first potential rewards distribution will go to the token holders. So about a year from now, they intend to distribute the rewards for people that back this project, which is excellent. It's not too far away, but it's not next week either. So what about the team? Well, this is a failing, I believe. They only have 6 core team members, which is very low. The founder and the head of the client development both work for a financial services company called Mercer. There is very limited information on the rest. They don't have LinkedIn pages. There's no way to see their career history. You'd have to ask for the CVs. So that doesn't really enthuse investors to get involved with this project if they can't see exactly who the team members are and what they've done in their careers. There are no advisors on this project of note. So they really should be going out and searching for people that can advise them how to make this project successful. There's no programming or dev team yet. There's one lead programmer, I believe, and nobody else assisting him. So they are going to recruit that after they get the initial funding. And they are looking for developers now. So partners, only 2 partners of note. Country Solar NT, Northern Territory, and Wild Environmental Consultants. So media-wise, what they're doing, they're very active on social media channels. They've got daily updates on Facebook, Twitter, Bitcoin Talk forums, Slack and Telegram. And they also have a presence on LinkedIn, YouTube, Medium and Reddit, although they are not as active on those platforms. Right, so to summarize, what are the positives that I see in this particular ICO? Well, solar and renewables are a hot ICO at the moment after the big success of Powerledger that just did a 10x from ICO price. Everybody's going to be looking for solar projects and renewables to get involved with. There will be more of them. WePower's coming, as I mentioned at the start of this review. There will be more. Solar and renewable energy is a big investment opportunity, so expect there to be a glut of renewable energy ICOs. Now this one's based in Australia, which I think it means it has merit because there's a lot of potential for renewables there, and if you read their white paper, they highlight the reasons why. And obviously being a developed country with a lot of sun, Australia is an ideal place to have a solar power plant and to reach out because the government actively is backing cryptocurrencies and renewable energies. They have very good social media support on all of the platforms that I previously mentioned with daily updates, and they answer your questions. Worldwide and in Australia, there is a growing demand for renewables, so it's a very big market. The token price is very low at the ICO, so being a utility token, and like Powerledger, it could be a very big grower from 3 cents or 2.5 cents if you're lucky to get in at pre-sale, 3 cents, 4 cents. The potential there, if they succeed in delivering, could be massive. And number 5 for positives, tested concept with a unique twist. Now the concept of utility token for renewable energy is not new, but this has a unique twist, obviously a unique idea, and the fact that they're going to build a solar power plant is another unique twist on the utility token idea. So I think it's something that certainly caught my attention. Number 6, there are many payment options to participate. They've made the ICO very easy to understand and clear and easy for people to get involved with. So even if you have a Waves wallet, you can pay in Waves, you can pay in Bitcoin, Litecoin, many payment options, even fiat currency. So if you don't want to fiddle around transferring or exchanging crypto, you can just pay using a debit card or even PayPal if you're really that desperate. And number 7 on the positives is they are utilizing the Waves platform. It is an ideal platform for this type of utility token usage, and it shows there's using a little bit of innovative ideas. and they're not afraid to test something a bit different, because everybody else is working with ERC20 tokens just simply because they're so easy to use. But this shows a little bit of initiative. I like that. Now moving on to the negatives, which there are a few. Number one, as you all know if you watch my videos, they don't have a working product. So this is again another white paper ICO, which again I don't like, and I've deducted marks for it, because I believe that every project, when they launch an ICO, if they're asking people to put money in, then the people, the investors, need to see something that actually works before parting with their crypto. So again, not good, guys. You should have got your developers to, or hired them before you're asking for money, and get something working so we can see it, or we can see a video, the demonstration, or anything on the internet. Number two, it's a very ambitious project, and it might be difficult for them to implement. The construction of a solar plant is not easy. As I said, I've been privy to solar plants being built in Southeast Asia previously. My colleague is very involved with them, and it is a very ambitious and difficult project to implement. And that's just the solar power plant itself. We're not discussing about the investment platform or anything else, which I would consider an easier thing to implement. The actual difficulty here will be boots on the ground and building a plant that actually works. My number three negative for this is they have a weak and small team. There are no VIPs or MVPs on the team. The team is small and it's weak in the areas that none of them have been involved in solar power plant construction before. None of them are involved actively in renewable energy, whether it's buying or selling. Being a cryptocurrency enthusiast is all fine and well, but it doesn't mean you can make a project of this magnitude a success. Number four was limited info on existing team members, which compounds number three, meaning there wasn't much I could find out on the existing team members, which indicates to me they don't have a sufficient experience for a project of this magnitude. Number five, they don't have any advisors, and for a project of this magnitude, you need an advisory team that can lead you through the pitfalls of conducting an ICO, successful implementation of the project, marketing, etc., etc. And the lack of advisors here really shows in the overall product delivery. Number six, there are spelling mistakes on the website that indicate a lack of professionalism and attention to detail. Now, when I'm reading a white paper or I'm looking at a website, if I spot anything like that, it immediately draws my attention. As an investor, if I'm going to put money in, I want to know these people are on the ball. 7, another thing I noticed was the white paper is poorly written and it lacks focus. It doesn't talk enough about the project and how they're going to implement it. It jumps from talking about employment in Australia and renewable energy and and then it jumps to the ICO and token metrics. It could be much better written, and it needs to focus on the actual product they're going to deliver. I don't care about renewable energy in Australia. One line can tell me that Australia doesn't have enough renewable energy, or one little infographic can tell me that, not 2 or 3 paragraphs in the white paper. So it might be a good idea to revise that. And number 8, it is a long time until they actually deliver the product, so you've got a year from now, and that is providing there's no delays. And let's be honest, there will be delays on a project of this magnitude. There always is. Building a solar plant is not an easy task. But that being said, what is my verdict on the Assetron Energy ICO? Well, I think it may be worth a punt here, guys, and I'm only going to give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. It gets a bang in the middle mark here, because I think they've got a great concept, a great idea. They've managed to get this far in the implementation, and I think they will see it through, but there's still too much of a cloud over it in terms of how are they actually going to implement it. They haven't done enough yet to show me that this can be successfully implemented. So is it worth a punt? Probably, maybe. Could be a bit of a gamble, but again, the highest risks usually return the highest rewards. If they can deliver and they can build an actual working platform then this will be a success. I've no doubt about it. So that's my ICO review of Assetron Energy. Will I be investing? I may put in a few $100 and see where it goes from here, because I do think the project has got legs. It is a bit of a man in a van idea from from what I see, but having worked in Australia in heavy industry before, I understand that a lot of the best companies come from this type of background, so you've got to back them. And I think an investment in such an opportunity like this might just be a good return in the future. So they're a properly registered Australian business. I checked them out. Beta Learning, and they've got their ABN numbers and everything else. So yeah, why not? Stick a few $100s in. The bounty rewards are good. They're also having an airdrop on the 27th of November, I believe. So any existing token holders will get 5,000 Assetron tokens airdropped to their wallet, providing they have a minimum of 5,000 in there already. So, like I say, it sounds pretty good for the future. However, big question marks over if they can deliver the actual product. So if you like this review, please click like, please subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another review, maybe an ICO, maybe a token to watch. I've not decided what to do yet. Please leave a comment below if you want me to review anything. And don't leave your referral links below, guys. They'll just get deleted and I'll just erase you from the channel. Don't post lending links. I'm not into lending ICOs. Don't post affiliate links for ICOs that I review, okay? Go and make your own video and post your links there. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.